So let's start with NBA. KD requesting a trade to we don't know yet, but he is requesting the trade. And then also the Nets are also looking to get rid of Kyrie Irving. Unfortunately, the two unstoppable duo on offense are going to be going out of the Brooklyn Nets. Where do you see them landing? What do you think their worth is? And why do you think this trade even came up? Was it about the Nets? What is it about, players now having more say in what they want to do and where they want to play? What do you think is going on in this whole trade?
I mean, it could end up back with the Nets. You never know. They could be postured and making chess moves. These guys have been in the league for a while now, and they got agents. They got.
You think?
You never know. You never know. So I'm not ruling that out. But let's backtrack. The two of them planned this out a few years ago, right?
Yeah.
And they had a good team, and they traded some of those great pieces for James Harden. Yeah. And then once Harden and Kyrie got into it, and the three of them couldn't get along, which based on the history is understandable. They all have some issues. They're all phenomenal Hall of Famers, but they all have some flaws as men. And once they shipped Harden out of there, even though they got back some pieces, like they don't have that same core, and that's why they didn't win a playoff game. Now, they drew a tough matchup, but bottom line is I could see KD saying, I only got a couple years left to be a top 5 player in his league. Yeah. Had a couple injuries recently, but he's proven himself to be a top 5 player still, right? Absolutely. Now, KD knows I got a few years at most left to be a 25, 30-point a game scorer. I want to go to a great team. So who would I want to go to if I was him? I would say the Suns, like I said a couple months ago. The Suns. Why? Why would he want to go to the Suns? Because he'll get to play with Paul and Booker, and he has made lots of comments about loving Booker. Keep shaking your head. I love it. And
it's because he loves Kobe, and then Booker is a Kobe stan. So
he has said that he loved Booker he has said it. Nothing to do with Kobe. Leave Kobe out of this. Let him rest in peace.
Nothing to do with Kobe.
Let him rest in peace.
I'm rocking 24 for him tonight. All right.
All right. Anyway, we're talking about current day NBA players, all right? So Kevin Durant has mentioned he likes Booker, and he would be well suited next to a pass first point guard and let Chris Paul kind of age gracefully. So it would work well. Now, and of course, we were talking about KD and Curry. Well, you know damn well that Curry has a better argument right now all the time. And absolutely. KD knows it. KD might say, hey, Leslie might take me in a one game winner take all scenario, but the general population right now, basketball world, they're drafting Curry first. And if he could go to Phoenix and beat the Warriors in the playoffs and get a ring that way, I know he didn't build it in his town, so he'll always have that held against him. But another ring for KD would put him back in the argument. So I see him go. I'm seeing him wanting to go to the Suns or the Heat. Pat Riley don't mess around, but Pat Riley. And sure. By the way, Jimmy Butler was not very happy about PJ Tucker leaving.
Yeah, he said what he had to say.
Yeah, man, I love them both. So, yeah, but I would say the Suns, the Heat. I don't see the Nets being in a financial situation to, get a lot. To be able to be back where they were, or to be able to get KD to stay. So it's possible that he stays, but because they don't want to give him what he wants. They might be like pissed at him right now that he wanted to go there. Who knows how much they wanted Kyrie, and then he basically said, "Hey, you got to get Kyrie if you want me," and then it's a package deal. And now he's trying to back out a couple years later. If I was the Nets, I wouldn't be too happy. So who knows if he gets what he wants? But I would think the Suns, Miami, maybe the Sixers, who knows? But there are teams out there that could definitely use him. And
correction,
what do you think?
Every team in the NBA can use Kevin Durant.
Oh, obviously.
Let's not be ridiculous, okay?
Well, for that money, who's going to pay? What the Warriors don't want him.
The Warriors could definitely use him, but here's the thing.
We talked about how great the Warriors are. They don't need him.
they don't need him. I don't, they don't need him. But yeah, if he went there, it would make things right. If you ask me a better landing spot for him, I think the Warriors would be a great spot. Why? Because they have the assets to give. A lot of teams can't, trade for KD just because they don't have what the Nets are asking for. The Nets wanted LeBron, AD, and some picks for KD. They're never gonna do that. Same with Timberwolves. They wanted Karl Anthony Towns, Edwards, and then some picks. They're not gonna do that. If you trade for KD, you got to trade to win now. And then some teams are not willing to, jeopardize giving up too much of the future. And again, like you mentioned, KD's 33 years old. He's only getting, greater. But like you said, he got like 3 MVP caliber kind of years.
Yeah.
One solid and then one, I'm heading out of the door. So 5 years, I think I could see Kevin Durant still an all NBA player.
And what is he worth? He's worth.
He's worth
a lot because he's tall and can shoot.
Yeah, and then of course, and then he has 4 years on his contract, so you get him for 4 guaranteed years. You think about it, he'll be 37 by then. Whatever you want to do by then, that's fine.